Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. The obligatory faffing with stuff for a couple minutes whilst people stumble into the stream. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. I think that's all I have to do. We're connected there, we're connected there. I think that is it. Got a bit of a headache, so thinking's a bit rusty. Gears are turning slowly. And sinuses are a bit poked today. I've taken some medication for the headache. I have caffeine being delivered shortly in a cup, so that should help. Doing as well as I can be, Shane. Good evening, Si. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully we don't have to do an emergency switch off the stream today. I think that hurt us a bit. Let me sit up straight. Ugh. Instead of slouching. Gamer posture. Yep. Crooked spine. Over here. I found that it just burnt my hands a little too much to take the water out the kettle. Oh, there's a dog. Woof, woof. Hopefully the noise on the microphone isn't too much. This light is not doing me any favors. Giving me a double chin here. No double chin. More lights. Hide the double chin. Let's turn the intensity down. Oop. Angry dog. Angry with the outside world. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Unless it's a bit of dirt or something. Just a weird shadow on the side of my face. Thank you, Captain Patriot. I am doing as well as can be, other than the headache and sinuses, which could very well be related. Okay, that's helpful. It helps if I look at the camera rather than looking at the screen over there. Or the chat. Yep, definitely an upset dog. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not looking as pale. I mean, I found after surgery for a good week or two, definitely look pale. Coffee. Well, that's right. I wanted to check the titles. Are the titles right? Yes. And yes. Okay. Thank you, Electromagnetic Mischief. Yeah, I mean, I was only in there for 2 days. Technically 24 hours. Ish. I arrived at 10 o'clock in the morning and I was kicked out 10 o'clock the next morning. Which I am not complaining about. do some ASMR. Personally, I find ASMR it drives me up the wall, but some people like it. See some streamers with their thing on, and it's covered in dirt and stuff, and it drives me up the wall. It's like, just clean it. And it's not even just like small streamers. I've seen big streamers. The little pop filter here is disgusting. I mean, they wash it safe. You can just chuck them in the washing machine if you really want to be lazy about it. Well, I'm not an ASMR person, probably because it doesn't work on me. The only feeling I get from it is annoyance. And that's it. I don't get the tinglies, or whatever you're supposed to get. So, there we go. Thank you, narration is key. The one gifted sub, it's much appreciated. Just for information's sake, it is given at random. Neither I nor the gifter choose who gets it. So, if you get it, congrats. No pain. I mean, this is a bit of a sore throat, but that's from the physio, more than anything. And, I mean, in the grand scheme of pain, it's not really that much. I mean, it's not stopping me talking or anything. The scar is getting itchy, though, which is, I think, it's good. It's getting a good type of itchy, rather than the infection type of itchy. But, not even sore there. Fair enough, James, but YouTube calls it gifting, so I'm just using their parlance. Thank you, Underground Man. And Seb. We'll get there. I mean, we've got 2 more weeks of physio, and we should be somewhere, a good starting position to start recording again. But we're not going to head straight into massive recording days like we did before. Let's just adjust this. There we go. Microphone's a bit out of the way. So we'll start off slowly, recording 1 video a day, and then as the stamina for recording goes up, we will record more. So it'll still probably be another month or 2 before I'm at full recording capabilities again. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Narration is key. Fair enough, James. Fair enough. What do we have? 25, 3 Twitters. Twitter, whatever it's called. Wait, have I given away my... Just give me a second. Can't remember whether I've given my free subs away this... No. No. I think I've used it. There is a way for, I get given 10 free subs that I can give away every month. I don't know whether I've done it this month. I hope I have. No time like the present. Ooh, there we go. I haven't. I was a naughty Naughty YouTube creator. I didn't give away the gifted subs. The free gifted subs. There we go. Some free gifted subs for you guys. Thank you, Seb. Yeah, I mean, the plan is 3 weeks, and that's with the doctor's blessing and stuff like that. I might start recording a bit sooner, depending on how my voice feels. So we'll see. Captain Patriot, give my regards to your mom. Thank her for her regards. It's much appreciated. Yep, James. So as soon as we're up to snuff, we can do the thing, make the narrations, talk, speak into the microphone, do the voices and all that stuff. Don't think I'm quite there yet. It's getting there. Midnight, it's getting there. And I think I might be able to start doing some voice work or voice rehab, shall we say, by the end of the week. So that'll be awesome. No, this is my job. Narration is key. Has been for 5 years. I started the channel out of desperation because I couldn't find a job. So we went all in. Took a gamble. Paid off, which is cool. So, yeah. Oh, yes, it worked. I mean, survivor bias and all that. But, yeah. Look, it wasn't easy. I did 3 years of 16-hour days, 7 days a week to build the channel up. And now I work 6 days a week recording. So, you know, fun and games, running your own business and stuff, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta put 110% in to try get something to work. Thank you for the kind words, Shane. It's much appreciated. I just try to tell stories as best I can. Not a style that everybody enjoys, but those that enjoy it, enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, there's been a spate of new AI TTS channels recently, and some people like it, some people don't. Well, some people tolerate it, some people don't. Good evening, A Better Creed. I hope you're doing well. Might as well. Oh my god. Oh, I'm looking over that way, I'm looking over that way, looking over that way. It's like a mirror. Oh my god. Help me. There we go. Playing game. But more importantly, having a conversation. Hi, chat. Good evening, Herder. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's the thing with the YouTube algorithm. I stop producing content, it turns around and stabs me in the back and recommends other people. Not that I have any problem with that. It's just the nature of the game. This is why a lot of content creators get burnt out. But I shall be back. Hopefully better than ever. I don't know, James. I think the problem is people aren't paying that much attention to their kids and what they're learning. Or what they're watching. I could be wrong. Okay. I mean, if you look at some of the more popular, like, children's channels, they don't speak English properly. Was it Timina Crafts, Coco Melon? They have a very slightly off English. But I think the TTS Voices channels have pretty much invaded every single type, subgenre of YouTube channel. So there are generations of people who are just used to it. Don't know whether that's good or bad. I'm assuming I'm supposed to be walking up this spire. I'll read this book while my minions fight. I can understand that. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. Good evening, Wetware Era. I hope you're doing well. And sometimes the algorithm does recommend me. Although, they're not great with streams. Just turn this music down a touch. There we go. Not quite as loud. Don't want it to be overpowering. From what I can gather is YouTube's notifications for streams are the worst. Fair enough, James. Fair enough. I don't think that's a puzzle that'll be solved anytime soon. Happy birthday, William. I hope you have a fantastic day with much cake, and presents, and happiness. And I hope that your friends and family are all having a good time as well. There you go. Fair enough, Gonzo. But sometimes even that doesn't work.
May I help you?
Ew, free point. What are we doing? Maybe. I think we're going with that one. So we've got an increased critical strike chance. Fair enough. Minion critical strike damage. Okay. That looks good. Just making this up as I go along. Don't think I'll be streaming too much today. Spent the whole day in the garage on a pet project. Well, let me rephrase that. A whole day in the garage fixing a pet project that went wrong. I got resin all over the floor. So I spent the day chipping resin off the floor. Fun. I tell you. Fun. I'm doing as well as can be, Matthew. I hope you're doing well. One of those things. But my head and back were not happy sitting on the floor the whole day. Yeah. It's definitely one of those points where I wish I had an employee, an apprentice, more specifically. Get them to do it. But alas, it was my mess. I had to clean it up. I don't generally cry over spilt milk, but just spilt epoxy is a different story. Angry animals. Dum dum dum. Level up.
Worthless, anyway.
It wasn't quite that bad, James, but still not fun. Oh, the graphics in this game aren't too bad. Squirrel Lords Gaming. It is a pleasure. I'm glad you're enjoying the content, and nice name. It really does sound like the beginning of a bad joke, Philip. Dog was very barky tonight. Don't know what's happening outside, but obviously enough to keep him
Greetings.
angry. Angry dog.
Take care of yourself.
Good boy.
I'm definitely getting there after. Trying my best to, at least. Okay. We shall complete the second quest. What is today? Tuesday. Interesting. I lose track of days so quickly. On a completely unrelated note, Twitch reckons another 4 days of streaming this month, and I can become an affiliate. I'm not really sure what that means. I think it means I can earn some money. I have no idea. But it's definitely something. Thank you, Doc Will. Much appreciated. We're getting there. We'll get there sooner rather than later. Mosquito just flew past me. That does not bode well. I see scratching in my near future. No, my minions. And me. Well, the physio that I'm doing is to recover range. It's not quite singing. It's not training. Well, I suppose training. So the bottle exercises, my super advanced water bottle over here with the green straw that's now disappeared. That's funny. So I use this to strengthen the vocal cords and strengthen the range and all of that stuff, and retrain the muscles, all those fantastic things. So we are on the mend. It's just about recovering stamina and range. The surgeon, or my doctor, thinks that there was a virus got into the nerve endings in my vocal cords. It is not an uncommon thing, which is truly terrifying, to be quite honest. Normally strep throat is the big cause, and then if you are a voice user, regardless of whether you're a singer or a teacher or something along those lines, but if you use your voice on a regular basis, they'll be inflamed most of the time. So when you do get strep throat or the cold or a flu or anything really, there is a chance of the virus not only sticking to the respiratory tract but also getting to the nerve endings. I've heard some pretty horror cases from other voice actors. F up. My physio is part of a speech therapist, so it's the exact same exercises that most singers would do. It's the same exercises that most voice people would do. But she works with the surgeon, so it's better just to stick with her. Well, I mean, the breathing stuff I already have down. It's called diaphragmatic breathing, which, if you want to be a narrator, singer, you need to kind of learn that stuff. And the range is something I need to learn with the physio. So, there's that. I have no idea what I said, but we. Look, I've heard of a voice actor who sneezed wrong and couldn't work for 6 months. Now that is horrible. The worst I've done is pulled a muscle in my rib cage from sneezing. Still beats losing your voice for 6 months. Well, I meant me. Whenever I talk about the channel, I normally use the we, because it's me and the wife. So that's a habit I have. It's probably related to that. I'm on the mend and I'm wearing my wife's nerves. Because we're back to the good old days where I'm walking around doing voices in my everyday life. Or we're getting back to that. Just to lock in old voices, get in a bit of practice. Good evening, DeSoto. I hope you're well. Well, my doctor, my voice doctor, he runs a voice clinic. So he does hot and cold running services for voices, basically. So he's got voice therapists, he's got performance therapists, he's got coaches, he's got all of that stuff. And yet I'm the first person, first narrator, voice actor that he's done, which is interesting. So, yeah, he does, I mean, just my normal visit to him. Normal visit, half an hour. Scope down my nose, check out the vocal cords. Scope down my throat, check out the vocal cords. And then we actually have a chat. So, he doesn't fake about. And that's just in rub. A little bit of spray on local anesthetic and scoped every time. Scoping, singing while you have a scope in your nose or your mouth. Definitely one of the things that is just not what you would have thought. Look, I mean, the problems with voice, it's the first thing to go. A lot of the time. It's a quote-unquote non-essential system in the body. So, It is the first organ that dehydrates when you dehydrate, and it's the last organ to rehydrate when you rehydrate. So, there's that. There is essentially no direct way of exercising your muscles, or vocal muscles, without doing the thing that causes the injury. Other than, oh, the bottle. No, definitely. May the Swatch be with you. As long as I don't have to comb the desert. I'm hot and bothered already. Fair enough, Herder. That would have involved a lot more thinking about my name, my channel name, than I actually put in. And misspelled. But hey, that's charm, I'm told. It is for aggressive, not for agricultural.
That is too much.
Weird looking axe. Well, that's where I got the spelling from, was like MMOs, playing tanks and stuff. But I was informed early on in my career that aggro is actually spelled with 2 G's. Well, I did used to tank in WoW. Way, way, way long ago. Aggressively passive. Sure. We can go with that. Excuse me. Very true, F up, very true. But everybody knows it's the healer's fault anyway, so that's all good. Probably not Randy. Probably as effective as rubbing bacon on it. Ooh, itchy nose. It depends on the honey. Most honey bought in stores is just sugar. As in, they're just, it's viscous sugar water with flavoring. I drink coffee with cream sometimes. Not a very big tea person. Which is sacrilegious, I know. They might take my passport away if I ever say that aloud in public. It's a good thing I'm not out loud in public. But cream in tea or coffee is still better than butter in tea or coffee. And there was that fad at one point where everybody was talking about putting butter into their coffee. Secret hack your body, get more out of a day. Just add butter to your coffee to give you a heart attack that much quicker. That means you have to work faster so that you don't die at work. Something like that. I remember once, this was my early 20s, moved out of the house, was living by myself. I was on the way home from work. It'd been a long day. I needed milk for coffee and stuff. So I stopped by a garage, grabbed a milk, went home, poured the milk in my coffee, took a mouthful and spat it out. It was the most horrendous thing that I'd ever had. And I thought, oh my God, did I buy rotten milk? I checked the date. Nope. It was normal milk. It was within its sell-by date. The only teeny tiny problem was it was vanilla milk. I cursed that day. I cursed and woed that day. Yeah, the infection's cleared up. So whatever caused my vocal problems to start off with was years ago. The ache I have today is not related to bacteria or anything. It's just the muscles are sore from physio, is essentially what it is. But I was on last year 5 months of antibiotics to clear up the sinus infection. And then I was also on a heavy round of antibiotics after the surgery. Because the biggest complication with the surgery is infection. As you can imagine. Because you're drilling into the esophagus, larynx. So a little bit of infection could go straight to the lungs. So they gave me a massive dose of antibiotics just to make sure nothing happened. Look, vanilla milk is nice, just not in coffee. Well, not nice. It's okay. I mean, to drink it as a milk product. But this wasn't just vanilla milk. It was vanilla, like all capital letters milk. As in, they took it really seriously and added in all the vanilla. Just all of it in one bottle. But then again, I'm not a huge fan of like vanilla Coke either. Actually, I take that back. Vanilla Coke in South Africa released at McDonald's first. So there was a campaign with Coca-Cola. They released vanilla Coke at McDonald's 6 months before it hit shelves. But because McDonald's waters down their Coke, it was actually nice. It was decent. I liked it. All of that stuff was okay for, a change. And then Coca-Cola released the retail stuff. And holy crap. They cranked that vanilla dial all the way up to... So yeah, I only ever drank one can of vanilla Coke outside of... This is purple. Purple. Purity. I have no idea what this is. Epic? Yeah, I used to drink way too much cool drink. Sody pops, as the Americans call it. But we call it cool drinks. Cool drinks. Yeah, I used to drink way too much. Now I just drink energy drinks like Monster, but sugar-free. So, just the caffeine. But I don't drink anywhere near as much as I used to. I do drink like 5 liters of water a day now. 6 liters some days. Brandy, I've heard stories like that before as well. It can get quite bad. We do not use corn syrup, good sir. We use sugar cane, as far as I know. Sugar cane. Yums. You can even just buy plain sugar cane from stalls in South Africa, some places. Just walk past a spaza shop or a little cafe, and they'll have this like bundle of sticks. It looks like bamboo outside. And it's sugar cane. You can just buy the sugar cane and eat it. Yes, maybe. Is it the green tin? If it is the green tin, I don't like it. There's some flavors. The artificial apple flavor, for the most part, I don't like. So sometimes the artificial flavor is nice, but that particular artificial one is one of the ones that I don't like. I also don't like watermelon, so the watermelon flavored one's also not for me. Glad to hear that, James. I mean, the can might look different in the countries. They do different brandings and stuff, so I don't know. There is an apple-flavored sugar-free Monster. I do know that. It's just a green can. Is the water still safe to drink? No. Yes and no. So we had a water pipe burst, main water pipe, not like in the house or anything. We didn't have water for 4 or 5 days. I had surgery in the middle of all of that, so that was fantastic. And since then, we've had gunk coming out the taps. So there's stuff getting in, dirt, rocks. So the repair wasn't great. So we switched over to bottled water, which I've never really been like a big drinker of, but I'd rather drink some bottled water that doesn't have chunks of crap, or not crap, but chunks of stuff in it. I'd rather just stick with decent normal water. So we've got a water filter now, and we're filtering the water as best we can, or buying bottled water. So that's that. It was a rough 5 days. Thankfully, we always do keep like 40 liters of water in containers in case there is a water stoppage, because you still got to flush toilets. Otherwise, it gets real grim, real fucking fast. Good evening, Harbour. Hope you're doing well. We're talking about anything and everything, and I'm playing The Last Epoch. So, if you want to know something, you can ask. If I see it, and I feel like answering it, I shall do so. But I hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the watermelon flavor. I mean, I'll eat some watermelon if it's the fruit, but chappy watermelon flavor ruined artificial watermelon flavor for me for life. Chappy is a chewing gum brand here. I don't know whether it's in any other country. Chappies. And their original flavor was musk. And then they added other flavors like grape, which is nice. And then banana, which is... And then watermelon, which is also... So now artificial banana and watermelon flavors, no. Just no. James, you do a bucket bath. It's fun. Cold water, too. Well, I mean, you can boil some water. But before I went into surgery, I had to have a proper bucket bath. So we poured a bucket full of water, and I had to use that to basically just give myself a quick bath before I went out to get surgery. That was fantastic. And then after the surgery, because the hospital had water, I'm like, can I shower? Can I please shower? Please, let me shower. I want to shower. I haven't had, there's been no water for 3 days. I want to shower. And they were like, no. You've got an open wound on your neck. You're not allowed to shower. So that sucked. And then we didn't have water for another 3 days after that. So, fantastic. Fried chicken. Yes, we've got KFC and we've got chicken licken. We had Popeyes for a while. I don't know whether that took off. I only ever saw one of them. We've got most of the big fast food chains here. McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Nando's. It's not fried chicken. It is flame grilled chicken, and it is noms. So noms that the UK stole it from us. You want hot spicy food? They've got all the way up until, oh my god, I just crapped my pants hot. And then they got mild, which is pretty cool. Flame grilled perfection. It's a lot less oily than the fried food. Although, I mean, fried food is fried food. It's nom sometimes. Depends on the fried food. What are we doing here? I don't think they've ever served cornbread here. So KFC is actually the first, one of two of the first international food restaurants that I remember in the country. KFC was one, and then Pizza Hut was the other. And then Pizza Hut disappeared for 20 years, 30 years. It's recently started making a comeback. Franchise, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, we even have Cinnabon out here. That was nice. And then Krispy Kremes, and that's my favorite there. And that's probably a bad thing. Krispy Kremes probably shouldn't have come to the country, but they did. And I've spent way too much money at them. But that is what it is. Burger King, McDonald's, got all the big stuff. I doubt we would get any of like your Yes, definitely. I'm trying to think. What was I going to say? Gone. Definitely gone. Oh, the donut thing. So when I was young, there was Dunkin' Donuts was in the country, and we ate there a couple times, and they were good donuts. Oh, nice donuts. And then they disappeared. So we didn't have a donut store, but Pick and Pay, which is our general store, that you can go grocery store. They sell the worst donuts, and for 20 years, that was what it was. Imagine, well, I can't say that because it depends on the country. Imagine the McDonald's donuts, but worse. They baked it like bread, and then they used the cheap icing on it. So for 20 years, I had a craving for donut. One donut, just one real donut. And we couldn't find it. And then Krispy Kreme arrived. My prayers were answered. We were there on the first fucking day, because my wife was like, you've been moaning about this since we've met. Every time I want a donut, you go buy a donut and you say, this isn't a donut. Today we're getting a donut so that you shut the fuck up. And we did. And it was good. Too good. So, there's my donut story. Harper, it runs Easy Anti-Cheat, which is a kernel-level anti-cheat system, and I refuse to install kernel-level anti-cheat onto my computer. It's just a principled thing, so probably won't play it unless I figure out... I did hear a way to get around it, and it's not cheating or illegal. It's basically you run a separate computer, and that has kernel-level anti-cheat on it, and you stream it. But that means I need another computer. So there's that. So there's a lot of games I haven't played because they have kernel level anti-cheat. Well, in South Africa, McDonald's has donuts. I don't know whether they still do. But I can attest firsthand that they are crap. Very, very doughy, very, very dense, and very the flavoring, the toppings that they use is not great. The only thing that I'll give kernel level access is my operating system. I don't know whether McDonald's here still does it, but for a short time they did. They were not good. Talking about donuts, now I want donuts. Supposed to be eating good, being an adult, eating vegetables, but donuts? If it's a green donut, does that count as a vegetable? As like green icing? I think it does. Okay, that way is blocked. That way is blocked. And that way is blocked. What am I supposed to do? Oh, they move out the way. No, they don't. That one doesn't move out the way. That one doesn't move out the way. Wait a minute, isn't vanilla a pod? Doesn't it count as a vegetable? Look, I like the local bakeries too. They make nice stuff. Except donuts. We looked for years. We came across a new bakery, we'd go in, tried the donuts, and it's the same recipe. It is bread, but in a round shape. Dense bread in a round shape. Fair enough, default flame. Apple is definitely a fruit. I'll remember that the next time I'm ordering Krispy Kreme. Gotta watch my figure, you know. I'll order 12 of those next time, you know. It's just to get enough fruits and vegetables in. Root, fruit, same thing. I mean, who's gonna pay attention? It's close enough. Yeah, carrot cake. Carrot cake's not bad. So, I mean, carrot cake donut? That would be interesting. Oh, we're going to have an argument about vanilla now. Gotta love the internet. We can answer this. We can do this. I have Google. Is vanilla a vanilla pod a fruit or root or vanilla stems are dark green, the leaves are large, flat and oblong shaped, tapering at both ends. The flowers are large, pale greenish yellow, fragrant, waxy, and orchard-like. The fruit is long cylindrical capsule called a pod or a bean. According to some website, the first one I found. So according to, just what everybody does, look at the first one. It is both a fruit and a bean and a pod.
Worthless anyway.
Thank you very much, Nicholson, for the super chat. It is very much appreciated. And the hate forges of Mars should stay quiet, because that means humanity is not being bothered. I think you're thinking of musk hopper, not vanilla. Musk flavoring. What you gotta think about? Well, you don't have to think about it, but I'm gonna force you to think about it. How desperate and hungry, starving was the guy that discovered musk flavoring? Although, I mean, it does smell pleasant. But, where that gland is situated, it's not normally where you would go, dinner. So, yes. How desperate was he? Same with oysters. First guy to eat oysters, or girl, or whatever. How desperate were they to go, okay, I'm gonna eat snot now, hopefully not die. Well, I think back in the day, that time period, everybody used everything that they could. I mean, glue originally was bones of animals, so some glue still is. Elon flavored, sure. Tastes like batteries. Look, I'm not going with the flavoring. It's just the presentation of these foods. Don't really go, yummy. So there must have been an element of pure desperation in the first person to find lots of foods, most foods. I mean, what do they call it? Delicacies. That reminds me of a Rowan Atkinson quote, which is, any taste that I have to acquire is not a taste that I want to acquire. It either tastes nice or it doesn't. So, I'm from South Africa. We have lots of weird, wonderful, scary foods that are acquired tastes. So, I mean, I can understand it. Marmite is definitely an acquired taste. Something we have in common with the Australians, which is their Vegemite. Marmite and Vegemite are very similar. And then most of the like boerewors and like biltong is. Some people refuse. My mother wouldn't. Raw meat definitely would never. She had to have her meat crucified, not crucified. And just imagining a steak being nailed to a cross in the garden. No, it didn't need to be crucified. It needed to be. What's the word? It's gone. Damn headache. No, charcoalified. It's just burnt to crap. Immolated. That's what I was thinking of. Yes, scorched charcoal. So, she didn't like the concept of raw meat, but she loved ham. Really loved ham. And nobody ever had the heart to tell her that ham and biltong are very similar in their production. Why are we playing Old Lang Syne? Really? It's not New Year's. There we go. No, ham is not kosher. So I'm not one of those people that like rare steaks. And I mean, I like my steak medium. And I go with medium for one simple reason. I don't mind it being pink in the middle. But everybody's medium is slightly different. So sometimes you get medium rare, sometimes you get medium well done. But you get medium. If you ask for rare, you'll get raw, all the way up until medium rare. And if you ask for well done, you get anywhere from medium well done to charcoal. So, on the safe side, I always eat my meat as medium. I mean, you order a medium rare, and they give you basically a rare steak. And you're like, it's not quite what I asked for. I want, it needs to be pinkish, maybe a little bit of rareness to it, but definitely not raw. So, there is that. I love corned beef. Bully beef, we call it here. Well, bully beef is a brand. But, bully beef and chutney. On a sandwich. Heaven. Heaven. But bully beef was like the first, I think it's bull beef. Corned bull beef. And then Mrs. Ball's chutney. Fantastic stuff. Fair enough, James. Fair enough. But I always feel a bit bad sending food back. That's why I just stick with medium. Because I'll eat it either way. Medium well, medium, and medium rare. I can eat all of those. To a degree. That is a recipe for salmonella poisoning. Smoking foods here isn't that big. So, I actually had a conversation about this. We were talking with my wife. And the colder climates tend to do smoking stuff, but the hotter climates like South Africa, we dry stuff. So we've got biltong and we've got dry wors, which is basically just dried sausage. And dried boerewors, which is farm sausage. Kinda. Anyway, because of the hot climate and not many trees, so we don't have good trees to smoke with. Well, we've got a dry climate that we can dry quite nicely. So, yeah, we don't really do smoky stuff. I love how this is turning into a stream just talking about food. You have died. Well, the South Africa's so harsh, the trees try to fucking kill you. So most, not South Africa, Africa, Southern Africa, we have thorn trees. We have trees which is bark as thorns. We have trees that are poisonous. We have trees that hide snakes, like one of the most venomous snakes in the world. And they smell terrible when they're burned. So it's probably why we don't do smoking. I think it's a nice hobby, but I think it's also a hopper. But I do think it's something you need to take extra special care with. Maybe start slow. Like the, nibble on a plant, see how it goes. Then you know you're good. Bottle tree. Bottle tree. Bottle tree. And let me see. Bottle tree. Ah, those things. That is a Australian tree. Hey, I've had giraffe biltong, so I'm not opposed to eating gamey meat. Man, that pot pie sounds nice. Very, very nice. So, with biltong and dry horse, one of the more popular, well, not more, one of the popular ones is kudu. So, buck. There we go. Big freaking buck. Angry buck. Yeah, our trees have an attitude problem and just want to be left alone. See, I live in the middle of a city. Foraging is not a thing. Well, no, it is a thing. I do the city slicker foraging, which is getting my ass to the store, buying whatever it is I need, and then coming back. And that's the foraging I do. Also, we are a semi-arid, Gauteng semi-arid, so there isn't much anyway. There's grass, trees that hate you, and lots of spiders and snakes that hate you too. Yeah, they're stalking my meat down the meat aisle. And there we have the lesser spotted fillet steak, eating in its natural habitat, resting after a long day of sitting around. It is unaware at this moment that it is being hunted, and shall soon be somebody's dinner. On the Serengeti of Africa, in meat aisle number 3, this poor fillet steak will lose its life. Again. So, yeah, Harper, I come from Africa. We have crocodiles. And hippos. To be fair, not in the middle of the city. I'm not sure what the hell you're talking about. I live in the city. We don't have hippos in the city. I've seen them out in the wild when you go camping and stuff. My ass is a city slicker. Camping, sure. Hippo. Pink. Milk. No idea. I also sucked at biology at school, so I got the important information, stay the fuck away from them, and that's all I need to know. Thank you very much, Default Flame. It is very much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoyed it. My David Attenborough needs a little bit of work. Fair enough, James, fair enough.
Worthless. That is too much.
So South Africa, or Southern Africa, falls into the Australia theorem of nature, which is it wants to kill you. It wants to kill you real bad. So we don't really have constrictors here. Not many. I mean, kind of. The ones you got to worry about is king cobra, black mamba, boomslang, which is tree snake. One of the most venomous snakes in the continent. Black mamba is also one of the most. What else is there? Spiders. Ooh, got some nice spiders. Black widows, sack spider, orb weavers, golden orb weavers. Rain spiders. Those are cool. Scare the hell out of you, but they're cool. Spider-Man's mine. Oh, and then, yeah, I mean, you've also got, let's go, baboons. Those things are psychotic. They put chimps to shame. If you want to go with general nuisances, and definitely capable of killing. No particular favorite animal, other than, you know, my pets. I mean, we used to keep snakes for a while. They're okay. Sounds interesting, James. Yep. Don't let them anywhere near you. Well, I mean, I don't know about most other South Africans, but I used to play with spiders as a kid. You know, black widows, baboon spiders, that sort of thing. Sack spiders, all of that. And then you reach adulthood, and you actually pay attention to some biology, and you go, oh good, I could have died. Baboon spiders aren't, they're a tarantula species. But sack spiders, highly, highly dangerous. But as a kid, you're like, oh, a pretty spider, I'm going to hold it in my hand. Yeah, who's a pretty spider? You're a pretty spider. And then as an adult, you're like, oh god, I got it to adulthood. Not through good management. Not through anything other than good luck.
Water. I swear, if I find out who designed this temple, I will tear their soul to shreds myself.
Very true, Eva. Especially if you don't know the species, you definitely want to avoid them. Wait. I spotted a kitty cat. It wondered, it's meowing at me. Hello, kitty cat. Maybe I... Oh. Yeah, there we go. No. Sharp. There we go. Say hello, kitty cat. Say hello, kitty cat. There we go. People wanted a kitty cat stream. Here's a kitty cat. It doesn't like being picked up. And there goes the kitty cat, running away, giving me a death stare, and meowing at me. The thing that tickles me, still to this day, is in the 80s and 90s, there was a wave of fear, of distrust, of panic, of the killer bee infestation taking over America. And these killer bees, they're mean, they're aggressive, and they're deadly. They kill people, they attack, and they're ruthless. The killer bees have another name. They're called African bees. So the bees that I grew up with are killer bees. Oh my god. No, not the killer bees. There was even a movie about killer bees. Can't remember what it was called. Probably Killer Bees. It was funny. So, I've driven through a swarm of killer bees on a motorbike. One of the most terrifying things that I ever did on a motorbike. Seriously, need to pay a little bit more attention to what's happening. But chat, we're here for you, not for my gaming. I actually just remembered. I've been through 3 swarms of killer bees. 1 on a motorbike, 1 on foot, and luckily, 1 standing in a closed room. Good evening, RVB. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I need to fire them and get new minions. Maybe paint them yellow. Good evening, Patrick. Hope you're doing well. Look, none of these experiences with swarms of bees were by choice. The driving through them definitely was not by choice. I was driving on the motorbike. This was when I was still in school. Had a old putt-putt motorbike. Driving. Oh, there's some smoke going over the road. That's unusual. And you're driving. Oh, that's quite a thick smoke. And driving. Oh, that's not smoke. That is a swarm of bees. And when you're close enough to see that it's a swarm of bees, it's too late to do anything other than speed up. Because if you stop, you're stopped in a swarm of bees. You can't reverse with the motorbike. So, that was terrible. I didn't get stung, by the way, on that occasion. I have been stung several times. Been stung several times on the motorbike. But you just clench, accelerate, and just hope for the best. Cheers to soda. Hope you have a good evening. What are we doing? The first time I went through a swarm of bees was when I was in primary school, so I don't know, 9 or 10, maybe 11. Outside playing with a friend, we hear the sound. The hell's the sound? It's buzzing. It's a weird sound. Yeah. Turned out it was a swarm of bees. Not only was it a swarm of bees, they decided that my friend's house, who I was at that time, they were going to build the nest there. So they did not back off. they just instantly started building their nest on the side of his house. Shadow Dragon, Shadow Dragon. Ah, there we go. Shadow Dragon. I hope you have a good day. I'm sorry I missed that. Hope you have a fantastic day. It was a lot of bees. I don't think a vacuum cleaner would have worked. The worst sting I had from a bee was not any of the swarms, because I didn't get stung in any of the swarms. I was walking around barefoot, which is extremely common, especially in the east side of Johannesburg. Very, very super common. And I stood on a dead bee. It didn't die because it stung somebody. It died because of unknown reasons. It stung me. My foot swelled up to twice its size because of the sting. So, wasp. And stings overall, wasp is the worst sting that I've ever had. Again, on the motorbike, driving to where I needed to go, somehow a wasp gets stuck in my shirt and starts stinging the ever-living crap out of me. So there I was, driving down the road, just slamming myself with my hand, trying to kill the bastard while it's stinging me, because I couldn't stop. I was in like the middle lane and everything. That was fun. Thankfully we don't get too many wasps around here. Or hornets. To make up for it, we do have Parktown prawns. Fucking prawns. Parktown prawn is what you get if you mix a cricket and a cockroach. I've heard some bad things about the Gimpy plant. I shall not be touching it. I know there's that YouTube channel where it gets bitten by all the bugs and stuff. He tried Gimpy Gimpy. He was like, that's a million times worse than almost every single bug. And he's been stung by bullet ants and all the nasty, biggest stinging things. Fair enough, James. Fair enough. The hot desert just breeds hate into the animals. Where are you? Hello? Oh, there you are. Hiding in the corner. I have a present for you, though.
You fool. Lagan is unpredictable. I was trying to protect everyone.
Cheers, Captain No Name. Ugh. Captain No Name. Hope you have a good one. Cheers to soda. Hope you have a good one. I don't think the stream is going to be much longer. I am quite tired. This is very reminiscent of a certain fight in a certain game that is called Diablo 3. And Act 2. Yes, that was a bad idea. I should have summoned everything before. Okay. Let's try that again. This time, with less dying. Or not. Or not. The time here is now 5 to 8 in the evening. Or 1956, if you will. Yeah, I'll start working. Which way we're going? Which way we're going? That way. Cool. No. No.
Waves will shatter you.
Don't stand in the white stuff. Yes. Sage advice. No, it's feeling well, Bethany. We're getting there. I mean, the range is there. The stamina isn't. So, it will still be a while until we're in recording shape. But for day-to-day conversational stuff... No, run this way. Run this way. Yes. Okay. Which way's the eye going? That way. We're going this way. Which way's the eye going? That way. Stand the opposite side of the eye. Seems like good advice. Ow. No, 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 no. Opposite side of the eye. Okay. Which side are we going? I. That side. Okay. The eye turns red when he's going to do the thing. Good to know.
Is that the best you can do?
Red eye. Pink eye. Should really be careful. No, 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 no. I'm stuck in a corner.
You're starting to bore me.
Well, I say Diablo. There was a similar fight in one of the WoW expansions. What was it? I've seen this fight in several ARPGs, to say the least. So, there is that. It's an interesting mechanic. What was it? I'm trying to think of the other game that I played. It was an ARPG. This would have been a while ago. Okay, so waiting for the red eye is already too late. We just need to keep on the opposite side of the eye at all times. Yep. Going to the opposite side. Opposite side. Whoop, nope. Ow. No idea, James. But I can honestly say it wouldn't surprise me. And other side, go. Okay. Run!
Is that the best you can do?
Hello? That was interesting. Okay. I think we're doing okay this time. At least got to the second phase of the battle. Okay. And we're back. Avoiding the eye.
My waves will shatter you.
Nope, nope.
Can you survive my skull?
Which way are we going, buddy? That way.
Your blood will be but a drop in my ocean. Is that the best you can do?
Really? I have no idea what killed me there. Just one shot KO.
You're starting to bore me.
But I think that is our indicator for calling it a night. Or at least winding down. Having one last little chat. Quite knackered today. All right. So, yeah. We're halfway through the recovery no, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be halfway through the recovery process. Every day, a bit stronger, a bit more range. Voice can do a bit more. So, I think we're on track for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, getting back into the recording schedule. Until then, we shall keep streaming. Now, I'll definitely look into pushing the resistances up, Daniel. Problem is I'm only half paying attention, so streaming a game is very different to actually playing a game, because, you know, you gotta be entertaining. Apparently. But yes, another day, another stream, another headache. Well, I say another headache. Haven't really had a headache this week. Thank you, the damn board. Much appreciated. I don't know why I keep looking over there. Now the chat's in the middle of my screen, so I can look up there. Make eye contact. Make people feel uncomfortable. Hello there. Hi. I can see you. Yes. Cool. 2 hours, 8 minutes. I think I could push it a bit more, but my voice isn't giving out tonight. It's just my overall fatigue giving up. So I hope you all have a fantastic one. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same places. Hope you have a fantastic one. If you're heading out to work, I hope you have a good work day. If you're coming home from work, I hope you had a good day and a nice night. And we'll chat tomorrow, where I'll hopefully beat this boss. We can still chit-chat, chin-wag, have a nice conversation. Anyways, ending streams always feels weird.